Hello and welcome to Taik. I am Muhammad Adnan, and in this video we are going to discuss about the filter tool in Alteryx Designer. If you are new to this channel or if you haven't subscribed yet, just click on the subscribe button and also press the bell icon to get the latest notifications. Now let's get started. This is the Alteryx Designer. In previous video we have seen about the data cleansing tool in Alteryx. On continuation with that, we are going to use the filter tool. So it is available in preparation menu filter. So click and drag and drop it here. You got these two options here. One is true and false. And here you have two options on the configuration pane. One is basic filter and other is a custom filter. You can customize of your own term. So here for our first example, I have selected the value of the term. There is a list of the columns available here on this table. The term is equal to, let's expand a little bit here. So the term is equal, does not equal, comes before, that is less than, or comes after, that is greater than, contains, does not contains, is null, is not null, is empty, is not empty. So here I am using comes after, that is greater than 30, the terms. If you click on run and then if you click on true here, then whatever the terms greater than 30, it will show up here. If you click on false, then it will show what is the value which is less than the 30. So this is in terms of the numeric. Now let's have a look at the text function, how it will react to the text. The same way I have drag and drop the filter tool from the tool palette to here on the designer window. In that what I have used here, the basic filter, the last name I have selected here. If you look at this input here, the last name we have is not empty. So I'm just filtering the empty value from the last name. If you click on the true value, then it will show up only 5 records available. Whereas if you look at the input here, we got the 6 records here, and finally we get the output here with 5 records because there is one null value out there. If you click on the false value, then it will give the null value records here is not empty because this is empty, so it is one record available here. Now let's have a look at the date function. So we are seeing about the integers, numbers and the text. Now let's have a look at the date function, how it will react with the date. The same way I have drag and drop the filter tool from tool palette to here, and then I am using this join date in this column. Join date is less than or equal to. When it comes to the date, what are the options available here? It's similarly with the numeric function is in range, start date and period, end date and period. So I'm selecting here less than or equal to, it is fixed, today dynamic, because today is 5th October. If you look at the tomorrow, it is 6th October, it will dynamic, and even for the tomorrow it is dynamic, and yesterday it is also dynamic. I'm using it today here, less than or equal to join date today. If you click on true value here, then it will not return any value because there is no, so it has written this kind of values is less than or equal to tomorrow date. So everything the value is less than tomorrow date, and when it comes to the false, it means the record which is greater than tomorrow's date is none. So it is showing as 0 value here. Now let's dig into deep on the other functionalities of this filter tool. So I'm taking this one more time again, and here with the same date column we can select this one option here, start date and period after. So start from today, it will give these options here, start from today, that is dynamic, and the periods after, that is in terms of days, week, months, quarter or years, number of days. So from today to how many number of days. If you look at the true value, there is none records here. If you click on false, it is showing value here. Even also you can do like this one, start date is today, that is dynamic, and it is months. Let's see if it goes to minus value here. So if I click here, minus 2 months, no, it is not accepting the minus values here. So we have to use the increment as well. So if I click run now, and there is no value available here because every value is less than the current date. So if you click on this custom filter now, you got this, the same thing, it has already converted into your custom values here. So if I put it here -1, -2, and then run, let's see if this works or not. No, still it is not showing any value because every value starts from 2014 it is, so that's the reason. So if I click here in terms of years, -12 years, everything is comes under 2014 and 15, right? So 2020 minus 6 years, say for example 7 years, and then run. It is not showing any value because of the date which is not met out here. Now let's look into this another functionality of using the multiple columns inside a filter function. So here what I've done here, use the custom filter, and if you type it here you will get the column name. It is something like this. Score is a column name is greater than or equal to 2, and then the term here, as the term itself is the text field, so I'm using it here inside a text function. So whatever the text comes, you have to use the double equals, and when it comes to the numeric value you can use greater than or equal to or less than or equal to. Now if I click run here, whatever the score is 2 and the term is 12, it will show up a value on the true section, and rest of the values it will show it in false value. So these are the functions available inside the filter tool in Alteryx Designer. If you like this video, just click on the big thumbs up button. If you are new to this channel or if you haven't subscribed yet, just click on the subscribe button and also press the bell icon to get the latest notifications. But make sure you turn on the notification on your devices. Share it with your friends and colleagues. If you have any queries and feedback, just post it on the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Keep learning. See you in the next video.